What to do, people? I'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of Knowdatsportspodcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. Y'all know what the P doing, man. Week 15 in NFL. It's time to make picks. Now, for real. It's time to make the winning picks, man. Y'all know what the P doing. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. We got some nice games coming on Sunday. Some very nice games. Some games that mean a whole lot for a lot of teams. Playoff, picture, seeding, and all kind of shit. So I ain't gonna hold you long, man. I'm gonna knock this shit off. We're gonna jump it off with the Atlanta Falcons at the New Orleans Saints. First off, about this game, Marcus Mariota is out of here. Who the hell? Gone. Should have been gone. They didn't bench him for the rookie, Desmond Riddle, I think that's his name. I believe that's his name, David Riddles. I think the Falcons should have been did that move. I just don't think Mariota got it. He can't throw the ball. He's a good runner with the ball, but he can't throw the ball. This will be the rookie first start in the NFL. They picked a hell of a time to start it in New Orleans, rivalry game. Straight up, man, I'm going to take New Orleans scoring about 17 points a game. 17, maybe 20, some shit like that. They coming off of, I want to say a bye week from, they come off a bye week. Them and the Falcons come off bye week. So both of them fresh. I'm going to take Atlanta in the game. I know you probably said that. What the hell you taking Atlanta for? I'm going to take Atlanta because I believe David Riddle's going to get his team a spark. At least for their game anyway. I think the Falcons look a little bit better on offense with Desmond at the quarterback or a better thrower. I don't think it'll be an easy game because I think New Orleans going to come with the kitchen sink with Eddie. But I think the Ricky ready. So I say the Ricky will take Atlanta up to New Orleans and beat them straight up. Atlanta had New Orleans beat the last game they played. The first game of the year they played them. New Orleans came back and won on the last drive of the game. I think Mariota threw a crucial interception in that game. They had Jameis Winston playing that game. They got Andy Dalton playing that game. I believe the Falcons defense can get at Andy Dalton. So I'll take the Falcons straight up in the game. I like the Falcons to beat New Orleans. Money line. The question is real simple. The Saints getting the Falcons 4 points. I'm taking the Falcons to win this game. So I appreciate the 4 points. I believe if New Orleans do win the game, they won't beat them by no more than 3 points. Just like the last game, they beat them by 3 points. So if you don't even like the Falcons, if you don't like the Falcons, period, you don't like the Falcons, you ain't a Falcons fan. You don't like, I'm not a Falcons fan either, really. But let's say you just don't like them. For the money, if you know anything about the game is always close. Falcons defense should come to the party. I believe they're going to come to the party, play real good at the party. So the 4 point they get in Falcons, take them 4. Take the 4. Falcon fans or bettors, take them 4. Fuck the straight up. Take them 4. I don't think the Warriors will cover them 4 points. So I say appreciate you for the 4 for the New Orleans Saints to the Atlanta Falcons. Over and under 43. I'm going to say slightly over. Or even a push. I'm saying what I mean by that, I can see a 23-20. 24-27. So I say over 43 or push 1 or 2. Slightly over or push. Falcons, take the 4 point. New Orleans won't cover. No, for real. Next game up was a playoff picture game. Pittsburgh still at the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers, I think they 5-8 or something like that. I think Carolina 5-8. If Carolina can win out, they can make the playoffs. I don't know about making a playoff thing, but the game crucial for the Carolina Panthers because they can win out, they can make the playoffs. Mike Thomas ain't never had a losing record with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think they 5-8 too. Mike Thomas ain't never had a losing record with them folks. Fuck around lose to Carolina, they automatically turn into steroids. Because you'll have a losing record. They flying from Pittsburgh to Carolina. Chavinsky gonna play, I believe. I don't know if Pickett's gonna play. He had a concussion last game. I don't know if he's gonna play or not. But they got that boy Chavinsky gonna play. Straight up, I'm gonna take the Carolina Panthers into the game. Home game. Flying from Pittsburgh to Carolina. I'll take Carolina to win the game. Straight up, I'll take Carolina to win the game. Sam Darnold playing pretty solid. Carolina playing for something. I'll take Carolina to win the game. I'll take Carolina straight up. But the question is, can the Carolina Panthers give them good enough to get Pittsburgh 2.5 points? I'm going to say yes. The reason why I don't believe in Travinsky, I don't see shit. Pittsburgh might not score nothing but 16. Because if they may score nothing but 16 points. So I can see the Panthers at home putting up at least 19-20. So I say they cover the 2.5. Carolina cover the 2.5. Over and under 37.5. I just don't believe in Travinsky, man. I just straight up. If Pickett were playing, I'd probably fuck with Pickett, but I don't believe in Travinsky. So I say Carolina cover the 2.5. Over and under 37.5. Over and under 37.5. Low scoring game. They're looking at the same thing I'm looking at. They're looking at the exact same thing I'm looking at. A low score game. 20-17. I can see that bad. I can see 20-17 bad. I can see 21-13 too. That's under. I'm going to say this will be a defensive game on Carolina behalf and Pittsburgh behalf, so I'm going to say under the 37.5. I see 19-16, man. 20-16, some shit like that. So I'm going to say under the 37.5. I'm going to say under. See a low-scoring game on both ends. Only way I see both of these teams scoring 20 points or one of these teams getting to 24. If one of the quarterback throw an interception and a nigga take it back to the house or a crucial fumble or something like that. Because I can see both teams trying to really run the football. So I say under the 37.5. The Panthers cover the 2.5. Next one up the bat. That really don't mean nothing to Houston, Texas. I think it means something to Kansas City to try to get the number 1 seed because Buffalo got the number 1 seed right now. But Kansas City at the Houston, Texas. Everybody like Kansas City to win the game. I don't think Kansas City should be on upset alert. I think Kansas City out there handle their business against the Houston, Texas. Even though they had a rough time against the Colts, AFC South, the same kind of AFC South opponent. I think Kansas City go down there and handle their business. Houston played real good last week getting down the Cowboys, but I'm assuming they just did that to get it down the Cowboys. They always come up the ball, get it down the Cowboys, they play the Cowboys tough. All the time that Houston, Texas does, ever since they've been in the league. So I say this should not be a competitive game. I like Kansas City to beat Houston, Texas like everybody else probably do. I don't think this should be. Nope, Kansas should not be on upset alert. But the question is, Kansas City good enough to give Houston, Texas 14 points and beat them? If they good enough to give them 14 points and beat them? I can't remember. I can't remember who Kansas City played last week. I can't remember. But I don't think they covered or whatever. I can't even remember that last week who they played. Even they had a bye week and that. But I remember last time Kansas City lost. It was a crucial game. They lost. They didn't feel like they were supposed to lose. They lost the game. They cool. I'm expecting Kansas City to come out with a vengeance this game. Flying to Houston on the road. Matter of fact, I'm sorry, Kansas City won that game to get the Denver Broncos. But it was a pretty good game. I think they covered. I can't remember. But they was on the road to get the Denver Broncos. They won that game. I'm going to say Kansas City. I'm going to say Kansas City don't cover the 14.5. I say the 14.5 are 2 million points. They beat Houston convincingly. I think they beat Houston convincingly, but I think the 14, 2 million points. I think Houston going to put up a fight enough to keep it under 14. 10, 9, 7, could be. But 14 a little too much. So that means you got to beat these four by, if you beat my 17 point, 20, shit like that. I think Houston going to come to the party. In Houston, they can come run the ball, try to run the ball. I say under the 14. I say under 14, Houston, Texas, take them 14 points. Goddamn, if you're going to goddamn bet on the game, take the 14 points. Tell Kansas City appreciate you. Because I don't think they're going to cover. Over under 49.5. 49.5, man. To go over that, Kansas City got to blow them out by the 14 they talking about. Or better what they talking about. Or Houston come to the party. Over under 49.5. I'm going to say up scope. The reason why I'm saying up scope because I believe any one of them things it just happened what I just said. I could believe Kansas City could blow Houston out. Still don't cover 14 points. They can beat them goddamn 30 to goddamn 20. And still, you know what I'm saying, and don't cover the 14 points. And got that up the score on 49.5. So I say up the score. Houston appreciate you. Houston tell Kansas City appreciate you for the 14. I don't think Kansas City cover. Next up the bat. Cowboy Nation win the building, Pimp Jew. And I'm scared to death about this game right here. Dallas Cowboys at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Dallas is favorite to win the game. The world should know that. The Dallas Cowboy, when I say we, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan to heart. You know that. If you don't know that, you need to know it. We just had a shaky game against Houston. Houston always play us tough. I think we 3-0, or we trying to go 3-0 in this division, the AFC South, because we beat the Colts, blow the Colts out. We beat Houston, pulled out a 98-yard game-winning drive to beat Houston. Third of the bet, Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Dak Prescott is like 5-6 on the road against the AFC. I want to say the AFC. I think he's 5-6, or the AFC South. I know he's 5-6 on the road to get the AFC. I believe that way. I don't know if it's the South or whichever. But I know the AFC. This is a real scary game for me, man. I want to be on upset alert. I want to feel like I should be on upset alert. We lost our left tackle, Steels, but we should get Tyron Smith back this week. This game, they should make a debut this game. So I believe they can put Peterson at right tackle. Left tackle. Tyron Peterson at right, or which way around anyway. Either way. I like the Cowboys to win their games. I'm hoping that Houston game woke us up. I'm believing that Houston game woke us up. And we not looking toward Christmas to play the Philadelphia Eagles. There's a lot of hype on that game going on. Philadelphia Eagles and the Cowboys, they talking shit already. It'll be a whole week before we play them. 2 weeks before we play them. We'll play them the next Sunday, not dealing with next Sunday after next. I'm hoping the Cowboys don't look over the Jacksonville Jaguars for that game. That's where the upset part come at me at. They playing in Jacksonville. Jacksonville play real good at home. Jacksonville just came off a big win. I want to say against who Jacksonville just beat? Jacksonville, Tennessee. Nativille, they just beat Tennessee. That was a big win for them. I'm going to take my Cowboys straight up to win this game. I like my team. But the question is we good enough to get them 4 points? We good enough talent-wise to beat them 4 points, I believe. But the question is, I'm going to ask again, is the Cowboys good enough to get – is the Dallas Cowboys good enough to give Jacksonville the Jaguars 4 points at home? I say no. I'm saying not trying to be funny, but I say no. I think we're a better team than Jacksonville, but I believe this game will be something like the Houston game. And what I mean by that is I ain't gonna say that person got to throw a crucial interception in the red zone, and my defense got to stop them from not scoring for the bucket back win. But Jacksonville gonna put up a fight. I won't be surprised we'll win this game two ways. A last minute field goal, run up out that beat, I'm gonna fuck with you. Or my defense, Michael Parsons and one of them front or one of them head hunters, get a crucial sack and make that boy Trevor Lawrence from the ball, we get the ball back and got that boot hell. And we probably up by 3 points then. So I say we don't cover the 4. Jacksonville, appreciate you with the 4. Jacksonville play real good at home, man. I ain't gonna pop. Jacksonville play real good at home. Jacksonville play real good at home. 47.5. Over and under. I can't remember what that score was. It was 23-27 Houston. That's 50 points. Up the score. Over and under 47.5. I said the Dallas Cowboys up the score. Dallas Cowboys and Jacksonville Jaguars up the score on that game. I said the Dallas Cowboys do not cover the 4, but they win this game. I just feel like Jacksonville come to the party. My defense didn't get nail sacked last week against the Houston Texans. I expect my defense to get a couple sacks this week. I won't be surprised. Like I said, I won't be surprised we get one to close the game. But like I said, I like the Cowboys straight up. But I don't think they can cover the 4.5. Not on the road. Next up the back, man. Another good game to me. Damn all that old to me shit. This game, this is a playoff game. This is a game we'll see who's gonna make the playoff. Off one of these two teams. Detroit trying to make the playoff in the NFC. The Jets trying to make the playoffs in the AFC. Straight up and down, man, in this game. I just found out Mike White ain't playing. They got Zach Wilson playing. I just found that out. They playing in New York. I like the Jets to win this game. Straight up, I like the Jets to win this game. Even though Zach Wilson playing and the boy Mike White ain't playing, I like Detroit. They coming outside. They gonna be cold. It's finna be cold, dog. No, for real. It's finna be cold. It'll be colder than New York. Jerry Goff, he ain't used to that. They don't know nobody say. He ain't used to that. So I like the Jets to win the game with Zach Wilson. I hope Zach Wilson don't get them folk killed. I hope Zach Wilson don't go out there with that bullshit. But I'm going to take Zach Wilson at home. I think that defense for the Jets can slow the Detroit down with the weather to slow them down. So I'll take the Jets straight up. The Lions are the favorite to win the game. We ain't got to talk about that. If I got the Jets to win the game and the Lions favored by 1, we call that appreciate you where I come from. Appreciate you. For them 1 point lines, over and under 44.5. I'm going to say, I'm going to say over. No, I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say under. The reason why I'm going to say under because I expect the Jets defense to come to the party. I don't expect Zach Wilson to put up big numbers. I don't expect the Jets to put up 24 points. I know how big Detroit Lions offense is. They ain't no joke. They be putting up points, 30 them, and all of those shit up. Jets beat the Minnesota Vikings. But I believe in this weather, Jerry Goff will give you what you want. I think the Jets' best defensive lineman, he got a calf injury. I don't know if he's playing or not. He may not play. But I still like that secondary right there. I don't like Detroit defense. They been playing nice couple weeks, but I don't like them. Their defense on the road in New York. I believe the Jets can beat them with their run game. Should be a low-scoring game. I say under 44. Appreciate you for the one. Appreciate you for the 1 point you're getting away, Detroit. Know that. Jets. First 4 o'clock game. Arizona Cardinals, Denver Broncos. Game don't really mean nothing. McCoy playing. Kyler Murray out for the year. They in Denver. I like Denver. I don't think Arizona beat Denver in Denver in the last 5 times they done been there. So I like Denver to win their game. The question is Denver good enough to give Arizona caught 3 points? I say yes. The reason why I say that because I like Denver defense. I think that defense is what they're gonna lock McCoy down. I ain't gonna say Clark, I'm sorry. But home finna go out there and nut up. I see that defense finna get at his ass. On everything I love, I see that defense finna get at his ass. So I said the Broncos defense can hold Arizona down. I don't see them move the ball too tough. Pat Surtain on DeAndre Hopkins should be a good matchup. But DeAndre Hopkins ain't really got nobody throwing the ball. I like Denver to cover the 3 points they're getting away. Over and under 36, sound about right. Another low scoring game. They pick another low scoring game. I feel the same. But I'm going to say over. The reason I'm going to say over is I'm going to say 21-17. Denver just had a nice offensive matchup. They had a nice little outing against Kansas City. They put up 28 points and some shit like that. Even though it's a divisional game, no big deal. Russell Wilson, like he got on track a little bit. I see him doing the same against Arizona. So I say up the scope. And they cover the 3. I can see Denver putting up at least 21 to 24 points. Defense lead by 24. Next good intriguing matchup, playoff wise, the New England Patriots against the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Las Vegas Raiders, they are 5-8. I think they still in the playoff window, but I think they boot ahead. They ain't gonna go. Number wise, I think they're gonna go. They in the picture. New England Patriots 6-6. We know they in the picture. It's a big game for really both teams. Josh McDaniels playing against his old team on Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. You know, he was the coach of Matt Jones. He was the offensive coordinator for Matt Jones last year. He know Matt Jones' flaws. He know him heavily. It's a really hard game for me to pick, really, because it's leaning toward, like I said, Matt Jones, quarterback. Josh McDaniels know him. He know his flaws. I'm saying he can attack them flaws. At the same time, Bill Belichick, he know Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels know Bill Belichick defense. I'm saying this is a real toxic game. When it boils down to it, I'm going to pick the New England Patriots to go on the road and get a win. For 2 reasons. One reason why they need this win to try to make the playoffs. That's the only thing I love. I think they one behind the Chargers right now for the playoff. In the picture, playoff picture. The playoff started right now. They went behind the Chargers. New England need the game to try to make the playoff. Bad. Stay in the hunt for the playoff. Just like the Raiders do, but I think New England need to move more. They're closer. I think in front of the Raiders. And second of all, I think Bill Belichick is a better coach than Josh McDaniels. Even though they finna coach out to win the game for Josh McDaniels, they in the crib and whoop and shit like that. I think New England defense with Bill Belichick gonna come spoil the party. This will be the Raiders Super Bowl really this year. I'm saying go get a win for the coach. I'm saying come out and all that shit out. I think Bill Belichick spoil the party. So I think Bill Belichick spoil the party. So I take New England to win the game straight up. It's real simple. They don't really know who they give away number 1 point. Anytime you give away 1 point, you really don't know who the fuck gonna win the game. If even the match really both on hot garbage. I'm gonna say appreciate you for the one. I'm saying I took New England. I appreciate you for the one. 44.5. Either over and under. I'm gonna say can Matt Jones keep up with the Pippen? Can Matt Jones keep up with the Pippen? I said the New England Patriots defense come to the party. I said Matt Jones can do enough to win the game. I think 44.5 too much. I'm gonna say under for the game. I promise say under for the game. I'm gonna say under. Say under 44.5. I can see a 23-20, 17-20. Say shit like that. I can see that. I can see it being a low scoring game. One reason why, because of Matt Jones, not because of the Raiders defense, because of Matt Jones and Bill Belichick. slowing that shit down. Didn't take control of the game and that defense going to get the Raiders, because the Raiders don't impress me about that. I think they gonna take Jacobs away and see can David Carr beat you. Bottom line, take Jacobs away and see David Carr beat you. So I say under 44.5. New England say appreciate you for the 1 point. You getting away the Raiders. You getting away the Raiders. Thank you, appreciate that. Next up the bet, Tennessee Titans and the LA Chargers. Another playoff matchup. Another strong playoff. Trying to make the playoff game. LA Chargers, Tennessee. Tennessee 7-6. LA Chargers 7-6. Tennessee win their division. Tennessee 9-10 gonna make the playoff because they gonna win their division hand down. No big deal. The Chargers trying to get in. Right now, the Chargers hold the 7th spot. I take that bet. New England holding the 7th spot. Then the Chargers got the 8th spot. So they made the New England game a little bit more. Yeah, New England need that. Yeah, I think it like that. So, but sticking back to the game, the Chargers need the game bad. I like the Chargers to win the game. I just think Ryan Tannehill ain't got it when it boiled down to it. I think Ryan Tannehill just ain't got it. They were gonna hold them back. They were gonna hold them back. They're gonna win the division by default, but they'll be booed hell. They're gonna put up a fight though. They're gonna put up a fight because the coaching staff and the defense and shit like that. But when it boiled down to put 8 niggas in the bar and make Ryan Tannehill beat you, he can't beat you. I don't think he can. I don't think he can outdo Justin Herbert. Especially with Mike Williams and Keenan McCard out there. Barbecue chicken. Playing his own shit, barbecue chicken. Potty meat. For real, potty meat. So I like the Chargers to beat Tennessee. Of course, Neil can the Chargers cover the 3-pointer again, Tennessee. If I see him call them for potty meat, I don't believe they can stop goddamn Justin Herbert for the Chargers. They didn't light that shit up. So I believe the Chargers cover them 3 points. Ryan Tannehill can't keep up. 47.5 over and under. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna get it over. I charge at the crib. Tennessee gonna put up a fight. I can see 20-27, 20-28. I can see that. I can see shit like that. I see the Chargers going over 20 though. I can see Tennessee bad again to 20. If they do get to 20. They do get over 20. The Chargers hit them with a turnover. But I can see the Chargers winning their game. I don't see them being up there against Tennessee being up there against them really. They'll try. It may come out looking pretty good at first, but I don't see them keeping up. Chargers cover 3, over and under 47, up the scope. 47.5, I'm sorry, up the scope. Next up the back, Cincinnati Bengals. Hot Cincinnati Bengals team. Going against Tom Brady and a struggling Tampa Bay team. They got the dough blowed out their head against the 49ers. The dough blowed out. Somebody ate them alive. They had them 6-7, need their game bad. They got their play. They went in the NFC South, NFC East, South right now. I said South, I'm sorry, I ain't got to be saying East. NFC South right now. They're the 5th seed. I like Cincinnati going there and beat them. I think that they're gonna get it there. They still got problems at the offensive line. Tampa Bay, I know they're gonna try to come to fight. I know they got the dough blowed off about the 49. I know they're gonna be mad. Excuse me, I know they're gonna be mad about that. But hey, man, being mad and even though the talent ain't the same thing. They at home, saying Cincinnati 5 to Tampa Bay, but that's a 4 o'clock game. I think Cincinnati too much balance for Tampa. Cincinnati gonna have too much balance for Tampa Bay. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them. What I mean by that is running the ball, throwing the ball, they don't stay out balanced. They don't stay out balanced. They ain't got nobody to stop Jamar Chase. I don't think they do. The Cincinnati Bengals can run the ball real good. I think they did better than Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think Cincinnati beat Tampa Bay. The question is, will Tampa Bay put up a good enough fight to get 3.5 points? Can they put up a good enough fight to take 3.5 points to win the game? I say no. And the reason why I say no, Tampa Bay don't score number back probably 17 points a game. Man. I know Cincinnati score more than 17. I know that. All the way Cincinnati score more than 17, somebody finna get hurt or something. You finna knock Joe Burrow out of the game or something finna happen. Some old freaky shit finna happen. I don't see no freaky shit happening really like that. So I say Cincinnati can cover the 3.5. Aubrey Rip can cover the 3.5. I just can't think Dad them can't. I don't think Dad them can come to the point. I don't see Dad them keeping up. Dad ain't got nothing to work with. You know, the work offensive line terrible. It's go 17 points a game. In week 15, you average about 17 points a game. Hey man, whatever we got them going on right there by week 15, you will what you is. So I say Dad, them just can't keep up. The Bengals cover the 3.5. Over and under 44. I'm gonna say up the score. Reason why I say up the score, because I can see the Bengals putting up 34. You know what I'm saying? I can see the Bengals putting up 34. And if Dad don't do put up Dad don't score about 17 a game. Bengals put up goddamn at least 30. When it's 30 to 17, hey man, let Dad get a field goal in or some shit like that. 30 to 20, some shit like that. I don't see the Bengals. I don't see Cincinnati. I see Cincinnati scoring at least 28 to 30 points. I don't see Dad scoring no more than 17, 20 to the most. So up the score, Bengals cover. Nah, for real. Know that. Sunday night game, man. Division game. I said this 2 weeks ago when these folks played each other, New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Whoever win this game, we're going to make the playoffs. They fucked around and tied up. These folks pitiful. I stand on that what I said 2 weeks ago, though. Whoever win this game going to make the playoffs. I like Washington to win this game. Straight up, I like Washington to beat the New York Giants. Reason why I like Washington to beat the New York Giants, because Daniel Jones ain't got it. I'm saying Daniel Jones just ain't got it. Daniel Jones just does not have it. Straight up and down, Daniel Jones just ain't got it. He just ain't got it. He ain't got it. Hide them and shit out there, put him hide them, try to make sure they don't have. He ain't got to make the big throws. He ain't got it. And if Daniel Jones ain't got it, Saquon Barkley can't do it by himself. He ain't got no weapons out of nowhere, really. Daniel Jones, really. He ain't got no weapons out of nowhere, really. Not too much. He ain't got it. The Giant, I don't think the Giant got it. I think the Giant really been flexing. To be true, I swear I think they've been flexing. Washington, I think they've been a better, well-round team. Giant got a good coaching staff. I'm saying coaching good for the Giant, but I think talent-wise, they will eat them. I think Heineken is better than Daniel Jones. I think Washington front four is better than the Giants offensive line. I think the offensive line will beat up a little bit. The Giants got a pretty good defense. I say defense pretty good. But I don't think they match up with they're not better than Washington. I don't say match up because the division game they get tied. So they match up pretty good. But I just think Washington this time at home, I think Washington got a little edge. So I say I like Washington to win the game. I say Washington win the game. Saquon Barkley will do it by itself. Question is, can Washington cover the 4.5? I'm gonna say no. The reason why I'm gonna say no is I'm going back to 2 weeks ago when they played each other. They want the game winning a tie. I think the Giants had 1 or 2 times to win that game. They kicked the field goal at the end of the game, they would have won that game. I don't see them beating the Giants by that much. 4.5, I can see another field goal game. Beating them by a field goal or some shit. The division game, man, they for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them pulling off on them like that. I just don't see that. I don't see them beating by 7 or better. 6 or better. I don't see that. I can see a field goal though. I can see the Commanders up by 3. Daniel Jones got the ball. Chase Young with one of them folks on their defensive line. Get at Daniel Jones if they don't sack him. Make him goddamn fumble the ball or he throw a crucial interception. And they had the Commanders hold off the Giants by 3 points. I don't see 4. I don't see 5. I can't see 5. Possibly even 4. But I don't see 3 points. I don't see 5. So I say appreciate you for the 4.5 points if you're a Giant fan. Appreciate you for the 4.5. I'll take the 4.5. That's how close the game is to me. Over and under 40.5. Like I said, man, last time these folks played, man, the score was 20-20. I'm going to say up the score. And what I mean by that is both teams can score 20 points. I don't see them folks blowing each other out. I see it being neck and neck. Both teams can score 20 points. So that means a 24, 20, 23, 20, shit like that. Up the scope, Commanders don't cover in my Sunday night game. Last game on the slate, man, for week 15, man. Monday night, the LA Rams get the Green Bay Packers. I think it's going to be snowing. If it don't be snowing, it's going to be cold as hell. LA on their way to goddamn Green Bay. I like Green Bay to win their game. Baker Mayfield, he know about the snow, but the rest of them niggas don't. I think the Rams finna goddamn, they ready to go home. Especially if you play in the Green Bay and they cold here. Them folks be ready to go home. The question is, can the Packers get away 7 points and beat the LA Rams? To be truthful, I believe yes they can. The reason why, they're gonna be on the road. Right, it's cold. Right. Packers used to it. I don't think that Arizona playing. Baker Mayfield, I don't see him putting on no more than shit. And it's cold with them folk, shit, 10, 17 to the most. So, yeah, I say the Green Bay cover itself. Green Bay can beat these folks 24 to 10. Saying shit like that. Yeah, I can see that. Green Bay cover itself at the house. That's the reason why I say they cover itself because they at the house. Cold as hell. Rams can't wait to get up out there, get their head home. Cover that. Over and under 39 and a half. I'm going to say up the scope. The reason why I'm going to say up the scope, I think Green Bay going to goddamn have fun out there. Green Bay in the snow, they playing ball, woo-woo. They ain't going nowhere. They still trying to make the playoff. They still in the playoff, man. Make it look good, man. Rod talking a little shit. I say up the scope. Say Green Bay have a little fun out there in the cold against the Rams. I don't see the Rams showing up. Not at all. I don't see it. Hey, man, that was the last game of week 15, man. We got 3 more segments to go. We quick, fast, and here, get y'all up out of here, man. Jump it out, man. Y'all know what the P doing, man. Game of the week. What is my game of the week? My game of the week, to me, my game of the week will be, come on with it, my game of the week. Damn, I got to figure out what one I like that. I like a lot of them. A lot of them came out. But my game of the week is the Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. The Detroit Lions at the New York Jets. That's my game of the week. Reason why that's my game of the week, it's a bunch of playoff games. I'm saying big emphasis playoff games. But Detroit playing good ball, and the Jets are too. I'm saying I hate Zach Wilson. I hate Zach Wilson, quarterback. I'm saying I hate Zach Wilson being a quarterback. I swear to God, I hate Zach Wilson being a quarterback. I would have had on Mike White. But in the cold, we're going to see what Detroit really made of. I'm saying, to be real. Detroit done won by 6, 7 straight. So I'm saying shit like that. By 6 straight, I believe. They came off a big win against Minnesota. This game going to tell you what Detroit made of. I think the Wolves are going to hold them back from winning their game. But I did the game I really want to pay attention. I really want to be into the game. Next up the bat, y'all know what's going on. Know that game. Y'all know what know that mean, man. I'm saying the team gave away some points. They're gonna win the game, and you got to know that they gonna cover the point. I know that game, man. Cincinnati Bengals at Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They had 3.5. Cincinnati said, "Goddamn, you're gonna need more than that." They're gonna cover 3.5. Know that if you don't know nothing else. So I'm gonna know that game Cincinnati over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they cover 3.5. That they getting away. Last but not least, people. Scuba game. Y'all know what scuba mean, man. Somebody give away some points to somebody that they ain't got no business to. And that team take them points and hit you with the scuba. Appreciate you. I'm saying I sure appreciate that. And my scuba game is, I gotta figure it. My scuba game, hey man. The Atlanta Falcons over the New Orleans Saints. We call that excuse me where I come from. You know, I'm from the A now. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, but when it's Atlanta and New Orleans, well, you know what the P doing. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go out there. Y'all, they beat the Falcons the first game, get a split. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think y'all good enough to get a Falcons 4 point with Andy Dalton at your quarterback. We say appreciate you. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Where I come from. So my excuse me gave me the Atlanta Falcons over New Orleans Saints. And the Atlanta Falcons said appreciate you for them 4 points. Hey man, say man. That's all the games up on the screen. If you're viewing it, all the games up on the screen peaked through week 15. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Know That Sport Podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity on all podcast platforms. Same bat time, same bat channel for week 16. It's your boy Moore Drive. Oh yeah, if you haven't, the reason why I didn't do 3 games, the 3 games for Saturday, they on the Thursday night show. So you go check out the Thursday night show. And I did the Indianapolis, Colts, Baltimore, Ravens, Cleveland, Miami, Buffalo. I did the picks, over and under spread for them 3 games. So if you're looking for them 3 games, they're on the Thursday night show. Know That Sport Thursday Night Football Edition on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Same as this. Know That Sport Podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. Hey man, I fuck with folks who fuck with me. I appreciate y'all. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shake it.